We've had a few technical issues this week that's done a number on our schedule. So instead of our After the Stars Fall review, we're moving straight on to our next Storytime video.
Why the jumper?
I don't want anyone to see how bad my hair looks.
Go see a barber.
They're all shut because of lockdown.
Sucks to be you.
I'm sure by now some of you must be thinking, just what in the hell is this weird, big nose,
Okay, thank you.
stupid head,
Thank you.
alien looking thing beside me?
Couldn't have asked for a better introduction, Jordy. Thank you. This is quite a long story, so I think we'll have to break it down into 4 parts.
3 parts?
Why 3?
We're aiming to release one of these Storytime videos a month, right?
Right.
If we leave your story to 3 parts, and we interchange it with stories of my own each month, we can have your final part out just before Christmas.
I don't see how that's important.
No. Trust me, man, this is the way.
Alright, well, sit back and relax, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our first installment of Incolatus Origins. What's Christmas?
You'll see.
My birth was unconventional. I was designed from the ground up, and in a moment akin to any other, I simply gained consciousness. I was inside what I soon learned would be my home, and before I could greet the others aboard the craft, we were met by a strange face that called itself the Phantom.
To our CD platoon, we welcome the 4 of you into existence. Feel free to evaluate your surroundings, for this is your base of operations in the coming millennia.
The blue-haired one spoke first. Who are you?
Who we are is not, and never will be, important to any of you, provided you act within the parameters of your design. Vauremil, the Steadfast, Executive Chief of 2ICB, you will oversee the collaborative excellence of your team and their success to the cause. Incolatus, the Unjust, Head of Communications, you will ensure negotiations with the enemy, if and where applicable, is made in the best interest of the cause. Potence the Powerful, Master of Combat, your superior might is a precautionary measure for all efforts towards the cause. Incolatus, the Unfiltered, Leading Data Analyst, you will assess threat levels of our targets and relay your findings to the Chief Executive.
Why should we help you? Incolatus asked.
You 4 are Vauremil, byproducts of humanoid creatures subject to centuries of scientific experimentation. Extraction of cratulite is the primary need of all Vauremil. You do not eat, you do not sleep, you do not get tired, and you do not grow old. You feel nothing for those who aren't your platoon brothers, nor find purpose outside any activity related to the cause. Protest if you must, but know you'll only be competing against yourself. You cannot fight what we've written in your DNA. If you still question your purpose, then know that all Vauremil are expendable, and insubordination, even in the case of a sole offender, will be met with the eradication of all platoon members. Stand by for further instruction.
And then it was gone.
But you 4 weren't going to be part of this bullshit regime, were you? You told the Phantom to go fuck itself, right?
What can I say, Jordy? Our morality was by design flawed. Every action outside of fulfilling the cause was like watching grass grow, waiting for paint to dry. It felt simply wasted on our barbarity. Information on cratulite was my nutrition. I held every stone unturned with as much value as your species hold gold. I saw to the end of civilizations before their time, and after aeons of subjugation, our platoon had long buried any remorse for our actions. They which were fueled only by our distraction from the void, and a legacy unshaken by the contrivance of indiscipline. We were chaos, and nothing but the Reaper followed in our wake. I was a monster. For too long a time I'd care to mention. Until the day we landed on Kaif. Incolatus had just concluded his negotiations with the Kithy when he asked me this strange question. He asked me if I had ever questioned our purpose, if we could be destined for more.
I bet that gave you something to think about.
Well, yes, I was concerned. By then we all knew that sort of talk worried the Phantom, and none of us wanted to face eradication. Perhaps because of our infamy as space pirates or Iniquus's silver tongue, we had convinced the Kitty to abandon their planet and migrate elsewhere, an ideal outcome in our never-ending endeavours towards the cause. When we landed, I had to confirm irrelevancy on an anomaly I spotted across the bay. I felt the energy of the place the moment I opened the door. It was rich with the Kitty's history and had stood throughout many ages. I opened one of their texts, but of course the language was nonsensical to me. Still, I had other means of digesting information. It was some kind of thesis on liberty, but before I could ascertain more, I succumbed to an ill reaction. My insides swelled, my muscles grew numb. I felt chills all throughout my spine, and then it was like I had overcome a terrible addiction, one I never knew I had. I was free, but my troubles had only just begun.
Thanks for watching. The next time we do this Storytime segment, we recall one of the most embarrassing experiences of my life.
So far.
Well, so don't miss out on these story times. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, drop us a comment, tell us what you liked, tell us what you think needs work. Oh, you